Okay guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Investing Early YouTube channel. I'm your host, and today we're going to be investing another $100 into the stock market. But before we go ahead and do that, I just want to go over how my plays have been going. And to be honest, the whole market is down and down bad, honestly, right now. So as you can see over here on the right hand side, you can see a lot of red. Luckily we have some green in here, but we have a majority red. Now this should be concerning, but with my time horizon being more than just a few years, it's not too bad. But if we go here, as you can see today, I was down almost 2.5%. That's $50 out of my $2,000 valuation that I have right now. So really not a great day in the market. As you can see, we started out pretty decently, up about 10 bucks the whole day, between $5 and $10. And then we just hit right here about 7 a.m., 6:45, we hit a big dip, and it just wasn't able to recover the whole rest of the day. We go out a week, and it's still not looking good. Almost 7% down this week. And there's something to be said about that, because it's just randomly down in the toilet. All the markets are right now. So we go out to a month. As you can see, I'm down 6%, which still isn't great. That's over $130 of equity just this recently, just in essentially February of 2022. January 23rd all the way up to today, February 23rd. We go out to 3 months. Yeah, not looking good. There's no green, no upturn really at all. So down 13%. And then if you go the whole time that I've been investing, which is just under a year, as you can see, I've invested $2,400, and like I said, we're going to be putting in another $100 today, and it started out pretty okay, pretty alright, and then right here, right around November is where things started going bad. As you can see, I'm up 0.19%, in November, and ever since then, we've gone down, came up and recovered a little bit right here, early January, but we're still down 2.5%, and then it's just been in the toilet ever since. And the downward trend is not looking good for us, guys, but like I say, think of the time horizon. We still have years and years and years, not only of these stocks here to recover, but also for me to receive dividends and invest more stocks and stuff like that. Like next month, I'm getting a 3M dividend of over $3. So yes, while I'm down $90, it's a great way for me to dollar cost average into this stock. Now, what's the reason that I haven't done it before, even though we're at negative 23%? Well, if we go into 3M here, my allocation for it is 14.58%. Now, I truly believe 3M is going to be able to go up and beat my average cost of right there, $188.39. But once I get more money into my portfolio and this portfolio diversity comes down, because ideally I wouldn't have any one specific stock more than, let's say, between 5 and 10%. Now, if we go back to my portfolio, I do have a good amount of ETFs and big index funds out here, like VOO. I have, let's see how much percent. This is only 3.22%. I only have $65.14 in there. And if we go back to 3M, as you can see here, I have almost $300 in 3M. So that's something that I need to build up as we go out. And then once I get more money into my account, I'll start dollar cost averaging back into companies like 3M and GM. But a lot of these are just weathering the downturn as of right now. So a lot of these I'm not too concerned about. With the long time horizon, it's not too bad. So some of the stuff that we bought last week, let's go all the way down here to the bottom. And as you can see, I believe we bought in Facebook, not doing too hot. Porsche's doing really well, almost up 10% already. Unfortunately, I was only able to buy one share with my $100 target allocation for the week. which is not ideal, and eventually we'll be putting more into it. Not this week, unfortunately, though, because I do think we're on a good trend with this, but as you can see, it's just stair-stepping up, and unlike the market, just playing and riding up, which is great to see, and I'm really hoping the market's able to change and follow something like what Porsche has been doing. So we go back to the portfolio and all the way back down. Fisker is down 17.2%, not great. And as you can see, I do have my coins right here that I just have almost lost all faith in, unfortunately. So this is how my stocks have been doing this week. As you can tell, a lot of red still, which is very, very unfortunate. But you get plays right here like 12.45% in the green, which is great. But as you can see, it's only $2.57 up, because as we go lower here in the list, typically means that I have less invested into the companies. Spare, let's say, Costco, I think, was the first company that when I started adding new companies, not putting in on top to bottom how much money I have invested in them. So as you could tell, SPCE, I'm down $30 and down 65.46%. That one hurts really bad. But as you can see, you know, more down almost 30%. But we also have these that are pretty good, up at, you know, over 10% returns, which is great to see. But unfortunate with all of this red happening. You know, Coca-Cola doing really well for me, up 14.3%, but it looks like we're only up 5.99, so almost $6 only. And, you know, we don't have much green here near the top. Altria is doing great, but then you come up here and all my big assets right here are all liabilities at this point, essentially. I'm not too worried because, like I said, as we go further and further, we will get more and more money coming in, and we'll be able to dollar cost average into these plays, and at the same time the market, cross our fingers, is going to return and bounce back, hopefully here soon. But with the market volatility and not really sure about the Fed raising rates and stuff like that, I couldn't tell you how much we are going to be seeing this and how quickly we're going to be seeing this red turn into green. But luckily, we're coming towards the end of February, and March is looking like a really great week or a month for me for my dividends. I do have a little bit of money right here playing. I'm not quite sure what this 57 cents came in to be, but we have that, as well as I'm about to go and transfer $100 into this account and do some new investing this week. So let's get right into that. Alright guys, as you can see right here, I put in the $100.57, the 57 just being left over from last week or whatever. So we got $100 in here to play with. Now today I'm going to get 3 new stocks, and 1 I'm going to reinvest in that I already have. Now, something that's interesting about this, as you can see, we're down a lot in red, so I really should probably be buying up and dollar cost averaging into the stocks that I have. But as you can see, a lot of these stocks are, how do I say this, not like big brands that I truly know and like are very heavy staples. Like, we know exactly what Disney is right here, and GM and Carnival Cruise Line. We know those, but do we really know like some of these AMZA? We know Coke, and as you can see, Coke has been doing really great. Altria is another big group. It'll be interesting to see how they're able to take their company and be able to continue these really great returns. And then you go down and you get some other ones like USOI. You know, we're not really too positive what that is. I mean, it's just cover called strategy on certain things. Yes, we get Toyota's doing really well, but these big name brand stocks have been doing really well for me. So to start it off, I'm going to go ahead with my lowest company that I haven't put a ton of money into right here at Home Depot, and I'm going to be putting in a buy for $25 of Home Depot. and we're gonna review it, and we're gonna buy it at 307.60, and we're gonna buy that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put my password in. Alright guys, so as you can see, my order to buy $25 at Home Depot will be sent when the market's open, because right now it is after hours. Yes, it does say the stock has been experiencing a lot of volatility, but for me, I really like Home Depot going in the future, and as you can tell, it's been kind of on a big decline. This last week, I've been down pretty good, even though when I invested in it, I don't know, it's been doing pretty well for me in the past, and it is experiencing some heavy volatility, so I do understand that and will be a little bit cautious of it, but that is going to be one of the buys that I do this week. Another one that I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on with the automotive sector and here do Ford. Now, I know a lot of different cars are coming out here soon, especially here to America. We're gonna finally get the Ford Ranger Raptor, the F-150 Raptor R, a lot of these electric trucks coming out. I'm really excited about that, so I'm gonna be placing $25, almost 1.5 shares of Ford Motor. I'm gonna review that, and I'm gonna do a buy on this stock as well. I truly see this having a good outlook in the long term. You know, you go out a month and it's down pretty good, but then you go a year and it's still up a lot. But as you can see, the peak right here at $25.19 is up quite a bit from where it is now. Do I believe the auto market is just going to turn and do like what Porsche has done? I'm not sure how long it's going to take to do that, but it definitely will, and it will here soon. So we have $50 and 57 cents to play with. I'm going to go ahead and do another big company, McDonald's. Now, I really truly believe in it. If you've seen the video, The Founder, really great movie, shows kind of what it took to open and really be successful. Now, I understand the stock is really high valued, or not necessarily, it's just a heavy buy-in. I am going to be putting $25 into it, which only gives me a 0.1% of a, or 0.1 of a stock, but it's something that I'm going to buy in and go ahead and do. So I'm going to buy that stock right there. I truly see this, over the long term, just really playing the market and going up and up. Over 5 years, up over 93%, and this is something that I can definitely see myself dollar cost averaging in and owning a lot of McDonald's here in the future. So we're down to the last $25.57, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is play off of my really high uptick on Coca-Cola. As you can see, down recently, down today, I was down over a whole %, but you still look at when I'm really dealing with some downturns, it's really not bad. And I personally think this is going to be a steady play that's not necessarily going to give me a ton of growth, but it's going to be stability, and I'm going to be constantly getting a dividend for Coca-Cola down here. So what's something that has a little bit more growth but also a similar stability to Coca-Cola? And for me, I truly see PepsiCo, ticker symbol PEP, really going to do good things. So we're going to put in the $25.57 into PepsiCo. So as you guys can see here, I own $130, basically $8 worth of GM stock, which isn't a ton, but with my average cost here around $58 and my portfolio diversity down here at almost 7%. Once I'm able to get a little bit more money into this account, I will definitely be dollar cost averaging into GM. I truly believe in them going in the long term, but as you can tell, we've seen a lot of downward trend for GM recently, which really places this as a good buy in my opinion. Over a whole year, it's down almost 10%, which is not great, and you can see it's still up, but it is going down quite quickly. That's not anything to be worried about, because buying the dip is something that I'm super excited about doing, and as you can see, the highest it got right here was almost the $63 mark. just passing. There was a 64 that I saw there for a slight second, and I bought in at 58.85. If I can get this number under the $50 mark per for my average cost here, I'd be really super excited about owning GM, especially in the long term. Even at this 58.85, I'm not worried at all about them going in the future. So those were my stock picks for the week, and hopefully we're able to see a lot more green, at least on the week. I know we can't necessarily go up over 20% on some of these bigger plays, but I'm really hoping that here soon a lot of these, especially the new companies that I've added to this week, are able to see a lot more green. So as you can see, my portfolio is worth $2,100, and I have $2,500 invested in this account. As it says 24 right there, I have 25 as I just put in my new $100 this week. So just like that, guys, let me know if you like this video, what you want to see me invest in next, and let me know how you guys are investing so that I can learn and build off this so that we can see my portfolio turn from red to green. So this is how it's been the last just about a year now. It's not been doing super hot, but I truly believe it will come back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for staying to the end if you did. Make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments down below what you guys are excited for and some of the things that you're looking out for here in the near future. Thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.